Okay, this is a little sound redesign I did for the Wwise audio game, or whatever, the Wise Adventure Game. So I didn't redesign all the sounds, mostly just the synthesized sounds, all the magic sounds, creature sounds, UI sounds, and then just a couple other sounds that I thought might be fun to redo. But I'm going to kind of go through the game and I'll explain what the sounds are, how I made them as we go along, and hopefully it can be some fun. All right, let's get started here. All right. So the first sound that I did that we're going to hear is just a little scroll opening here in a second. So it's pretty simple. Just recorded myself opening up a paper. And we're going to turn on the music volume because none of the music in here is mine. So all the UI sounds I redid. They're all pretty simple, but they get the job done. You can notice the ba-dum when I open it and the ba-dum when I close it. One of the ways that I wanted to keep the UI audio sounding consistent, I used, similar synths and similar sound fonts for all of it, processed it in similar ways, and I also did all of my sound effects in the same key, the key of C. So, if I was doing the music too, I would probably, do the same with the music, put it in the same key, so everything kind of sounds like it's part of the same game, because it is. You'll notice even the sound when I teleport, it's also key of C. That one was pretty fun to do. It was just like a little arpeggio with a delay on it, and then just a little low-pass white noise in the background. So first thing I'm going to do is actually turn on God mode, because I am not good at this game, and it would just be really annoying to die in the middle of it. So we're going to kind of skip ahead some of this stuff. Talk to the wizard. Sure. We'll say we did that. Alright, now we're going to go get the sword. Talk to the blacksmith. Kind of skip through some of that audio.
You would look with luck.
And gonna get that. So now I can go through the little weapon wheel. Redid these sounds too, so just got a little click when we're scrolling through. And it's the same concept as the main menu with the ba-dum, ba-dum when you're opening and closing, so hopefully you can kind of hear that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to an area where there's some enemies, and we can hear some of the creature sounds that I did. So a lot of the creature sounds for when they're getting hit, that was just, I just did that with my voice, just kind of like this sound, a little, and then we're just putting some, I put like a chorus effect on it, and, put it through like a little tube amp, and there's another sound when they're getting hit that's with it. It's layered underneath the voice. And that is actually, it's like that little granulated sound. So what I actually did is I took a tambourine roll and I granulated that sound to get that kind of gritty that's underneath. So it sounds a little alien. But yeah, so we're going to move on ahead. I'm going to just go to the final area because that's going to be where I can demonstrate a lot of the other sounds that I did here. So we're going to go to the core. And so we can hear the shield sound that I have. It's just a small loop. This one's a little more complex than some of the other sounds we've heard so far. It's, I'm trying to remember what I did with this sound. It's just a couple of white noise sounds. We have another like granulated synth in there, and then there's a really low one at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but that's just being modulated in and out, so you gotta get that that whoop whoop type sound. So let's bring this adventure forward so we can kind of see some more of that.
Defend me. My incantations must not be interrupted. You can cast the spell from the ruin once it's charged.
So that charging sound is mine too. For that one, I just took some, just one like synth, a pretty noisy one, just with a lot of noise in it, and then I took some white noise, some radio static, and I granulated that on top of it to kind of get that. So we'll hear that again in a second, so we can get a little better idea of it. Let me kill some of these guys, get them out of my way. Okay, and now we're gonna do like the spell charge here, and let me just get some of that. I think these were some of my favorite sounds to date. Let's go ahead and do that.
The shield is more powerful than I
So
imagined.
that sound kind of stuck
It is
there.
ready.
So the sound that we just heard of the
Again, now.
magic, the spell being cast, that is just a little. It's a recording of a lighter being lit, and just a little with some white noise added under it to kind of just fill out the sound. Then I took just a triangle wave, granulated that, and just kind of raised the pitch up as it goes, so you get that kind of sound. And just one other small synth in the back to kind of round out the sound, but we'll hear that again now. One more time, here's that spell sound. So you hear that? Alright, and this is a lot of the same, so I'm gonna kind of just skip through this.
Amazing. The shield is destroyed. You must
And
now.
yay, we did it. We destroyed the shield. And so now when we go and break this thing, we're gonna actually get to hear an explosion sound that I designed. And this is probably my favorite sound in the game to create. I went a little overboard with it at first and actually had to dial it back, but we have about 6 or 7 sounds layered on top of each other here to get a really just fat, almost like a sci-fi-esque explosion, maybe something like from Star Wars. It's using about 4th synths. We have just a single sine wave on top to kind of get that like deafening, you just heard an explosion, that little ringing in your ear. And then we have just one more like low LFO on the synth at the bottom of that, so we can hear that in a second. Here we go.
You did it. I can feel the evil energies fading.
So that was really
The
fun.
darkness has been
And
vanquished.
we have one more creature sound here at the end that we're about to hear. This was a lot of fun too. I think I layered maybe 6 or 7 sounds for this one too. So we have like a lion roar, a bear roar. We have an eagle screech where I took it and I busted it to a reverb channel, and we're hearing just the reverb for that eagle screech to kind of just give it this kind of otherworldly sound. And then I actually also put in some like low thunder sounds underneath that. And then that's of course layered on top of 2 other sounds. One of them is just like a simple earthquake sound that I got from a sound library. And so let's hear that here.
Wait. Hear that? That horrible sound. No. We did not defeat evil. We set it free.
And so that's just kind of a demonstration of the sounds that I did for this. Did it over the course of about a week, not working full time every day, just a few hours here and there when I had time. But I thought it was really fun. And this was, a good learning experience. Using the Wwise pipeline, I really learned a lot through that. So, yeah, I hope this was demonstrative of some of my ability and what I can do in Wwise and its integration, and also just what I can do sound design wise. So we're gonna probably end the video here. I'll also be uploading a version later today or tomorrow that is uncommentated, so you can hear the sounds just as they are. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.